Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Varner, and we're beginning our cursive words today. We're going to turn back to your letter A that you've already done in your handwriting notebook. Now, if you do not already have the letter A in your notebook, make sure you get a copy by today because we are adding the words today. If you'll remember, when you started back in the beginning of the year, you started where the number 1 was at the very top on the line, following all the way down to the baseline, up to the top line where you started, and then you created the tail down and up and stopping at this middle line here. And you've already created these letters here as well, hopefully. If not, you need to add those today so that you have them. But these are the letters you already have for the letter A. So your page should already be filled in at the top. Where we're going to begin today is actually with our first word. Now what I want you to do is look carefully to see if you recognize some of the letters we've covered already this year. Of course, it begins with the capital A that we just did. But if you'll notice, it curls up all the way to the top line and down. That's going to be an L. Then here's our lowercase a that we've practiced already. And then look at this letter right here. Look to see. Do you recognize that letter? We've done it already. Lowercase b. Then here's lowercase a again. Now, carefully looking at these 3 humps right here, this is actually what the cursive M will do. And then we end our word with an A at the end. So if we sound it out, we've got Alabama. No, we can tell now that it's Alabama. That makes A's third sound at the end. Alabama. So what we're going to do is we'll start again at the very top, all the way down to the baseline, up to the top, and then here's where we've been making our A all along, but we're going to keep going with that top loop straight down to the bottom. Now we're going to come back up again, and this is where we're going to attach our lowercase a. Now we're going to go up, making our lowercase b. Now down just a little bit and over for our lowercase a. Down to that baseline, and then we're going to do a hump, hump, hump there for our lowercase m, and then finish with our lowercase a at the end. Now notice you are not supposed to pick your pencil up as you create those words, or letters I should say, until you're finished. That's how cursive works, is you keep your pen down the whole time, unless it's a special letter at the very beginning. Usually capital letters will cause you to have to pick your pen up. All right, now leave this. They left us plenty of room here, so let's try it again on our own. Starting at the top, here's our capital A. Tall loop for the L, and then keep going around, make our lowercase a. Tall loop again, but we're going to add that bump in the front there for a B. Lowercase a, hump, hump, hump for a lowercase m, a at the end, and finish with the tail at the end. And there's Alabama. Now this is the month that just went by. We have an A and a U. See, you can easily see that U right there. This is our G that we've already done. There's the U again. This little letter right here is actually our cursive S, and hopefully you can make this one out and know that it's a T. So if we start at the beginning, we have A, U. Now A-U together makes an aw sound. So aw, g, st, August. So this is the month August. So let's create that word again. At the top for our capital A, tall capital A, not lowercase. Months start with capital letters. A-U makes an aw sound. G says g. U says st. August. Now here's a name, A, here's our B again, and our E. A-B-E spells Abe. So it's A, B. And then our E is silent, which actually it did the job of making this A say its second sound, A. So that's why we have the word Abe. And we do not hear that letter. So again, we're going to make the word Abe. Try to do it on your own. Little short loop there for the E. And notice it does not come back down to the bass line. You just carry it straight on over, and it actually looks more like a regular E at that point. All right. Our next one, we have A, L again, like in Alabama. There's another A, like in Alabama. But here's that S again that we just saw in August. This is the K that we've practiced already, and then another A. So this would be Alaska. Alaska? No, it's Alaska. Again, the A is making that third sound there at the end. So it's A or A. But actually, when we say Alaska, we're using A's third sound at the beginning. We don't say Alaska or Alaska. A-L-A-S. K. Be careful with this K. You guys have had a hard time with that K. So take it slowly as you trace. A-L-A-S. You go up to the midline and then make a little, sort of like a belly on the front of it. Tuck it under, kick back out, make that tall line for the K, down, back up like you're going to make an H, but tuck it in and then kick it back out. Make your lowercase a with the tail at the end. All right, let's try Alaska on our own. Okay, here's our capital A, tall loop for the L, back down to the bass line, now up to the midline, create our A. S, you go up to the midline and then make a little belly in the front. Tuck it under, kick back out, make that tall loop, up like an H, but kick in and out, then make your A. Alaska. Okay, now here we have A-L. If you'll notice, Alabama had A-L, Alaska had A-L, so it's just one more practice. Okay, this one, we'll call this one Al for short, like Big Owl is the mascot for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tall L, and then you kick out and you're done. Short word there, short name. All right, we're going to stop right there then for today. We'll come back a little later and work on our lowercase a's.